Hi Adrian, really good session, really productive, well done mate. Um, yeah, looking forward to certainly you shooting some really good scores this summer. The way we're developing that technique is, yeah, with the power that you've got, I'm forecasting some pretty phenomenal scores, so just got to keep it up, keep the swing in the right position, keep the short game going. Just have a little recap as to why you've been struggling slightly with the short game and how we've managed to improve it pretty quickly. So, we've changed a couple of key points here, mainly the setup position, which you can see I've got you aiming a bit further right with the feet, and we've got the hands quite a bit further forward. So we're trying to make sure that the contact point is the ball and then the turf, or the lowest point of the swing is in front of the ball, where it has been slightly behind it. So you've been aiming too far left, and the shaft has been too vertical essentially. So with this position, where I've got you aiming slightly right, of course you're going to have to feel as if you're going to pull the ball slightly, and that naturally opens the chest and puts the spine into a better position. So if we just have a look at this in terms of the takeaway, we should still be getting forward shaft lean as we're working through the shot. So we'll just play it through. Here we go. So pretty good setup position, so we don't really need too much wrist hinge on the backswing, just very, very slight, and then again just working the chest on the way through. You can see how the hands are delivering to the ball before the club head is, which is excellent. Nice hold off on the way through, good chest turn. The one thing we did mention, where you just started shanking a couple when you were further away from the green, is that we have to make sure that the hands don't drift away from the body. We've got to make sure that the hands feel as if they're tucking into the left side on the way through. And as long as you're getting that contact, it's reasonably straightforward to get the lining up right. So you either need to aim the feet further right, or obviously leave the club face slightly more open, set the club face slightly more open in the address position, but just make sure that the hands don't drift out and away from you through the contact point. We just had a slight tweak in the full swing, where we just strengthened the grip up a wee bit, so make sure we put some dots on the glove. You've got to be able to see at least 2 knuckles on that left hand, so the index finger and the middle finger. And then from there, obviously, try and hood the club face ever so slightly on the way back, and that set you on a much better position. You were starting to demonstrate kind of hooking the ball, drawing the ball, hitting the ball straight, hitting it with a slight fade, which is great. So the more you can actually play around with those shots in practice, the better, and you're going to get much more familiar with the role of the club face through impact then as well.